make sure that you are subscribe to our YouTube so that you're able to get all of the episodes. So first of all, shout out to Shay Trendy for making me get up off my do nothing and go ahead and get this podcast started. My name is Coach April Cook. This is my husband, my best friend, Yellow Bone. You can call him Yellow Bone, Big Yellow, whatever the case may be. My first topic is going to talk about tonight. Why we started this podcast. What is totally transparent? Okay. I'll give you a couple of, nuggets and gems, and then of course he will too. But you probably can see I'm probably the biggest talker. so anyway, we started this podcast because, everybody has their own truth, right? And I named it Totally Transparent because you have to be true to yourself first before you can be true with anybody else. And once you become true to yourself and you accept everything about yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like when people try to attack you or come against you with things of your past or the things that you did wrong, it doesn't affect you as much because you've healed in those areas. So I believe that everyone has their own truth. My truth is not yours. Yours is not mine. So welcome to TTP Podcast, Totally Transparent Podcast, where our slogan is why lie when it's your truth. So I'm Coach April Cook. And I'm gonna let him chat.
Yeah. So this podcast is really based on couples as well, couples experience, life experience, showing the bad side because everybody likes to post the good things, show the good things about their relationships, about their life, but what about those bad things as well? Because you got to get through that, get drugged through the mud to get right. You know what I'm saying? So. Everybody has a story, and yeah, we got a story to tell.
Bet. And see, as a couple, and we've been married 5 years, as a couple, a lot of people look at us as this power couple, Jay-Z and Beyonce and all of that, and we appreciate all the love, man. We thank all of y'all for supporting us and pushing us and supporting our marriage. And the truth of the matter is everything is not always perfect, right? I love him, he loves me, but I get on his nerves and he get on mine, right? So it's not about how you can hold up in the good because the good is easy. It's about, how you can hold up in a bad. So that's where we're going to go when it comes to, relationship parts. We would appreciate, your input. Tag 5 people for me if you want to do me a favor. Tag 5 of your friends. Have them subscribe to our YouTube page so that we can all stay connected. And you can always DM and email us topics that you want us to talk about. Okay? So, again, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Coach April Cook. I am a realtor in the state of Texas. I'm a notary. I'm an artist. I am an actor. I hold many, many hats. I be tired, y'all. I be tired. It has taken a long time for Shay to get me up here, but I love her. I appreciate her. I found this lady on Facebook, man, and I just began to follow her, and I loved her drive. And I began to talk to my husband about her, and he's like, yeah, I've been knowing Shay. And I'm like, well, why you ain't told me about this powerhouse? You get what I'm saying? But I love her hustle. I love her drive. I love everything that she stands for. So it is absolutely a pleasure to be sitting here on her platform doing this podcast, and I'm grateful to have her to be a part of our life and our circle. So I have to shout out to her once again. You want to tell them a little bit about you?
Well, I'm an executive producer, CEO. Music is my life. I'm also an electrical engineer, just a serial entrepreneur. I got several businesses as well. Hey, the hustle is real, I've been a hustler all my life. I just changed my product, So that's just what that is.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
I like how you did that.
Yeah. Wake up and eat. The only thing that comes to a sleeper is a dream. So, back to the podcast. I think another reason that I started this podcast is because I had to learn myself how to have difficult conversations. It's very hard to have difficult conversations. It's easy to talk about the easy stuff, but when it's something you worried about how another person might feel or what another person might do because of how you feeling, you know what I'm saying? Then it becomes very hard. I don't care how old you are. I didn't learn how to have difficult conversations, y'all, until I was 35 years old. I'm 40 now, but I I didn't learn how to have difficult conversations until then. But what I did learn in that is that difficult conversations build strong relationships. It's in those hard times when the people come through for you that you become so attached to this person, or you feel like I got this person forever. And I think, babe, that the truth of the matter is that we don't allow people to feel.
Not at all. Not at all. Those hard conversations are real hard with the people you love the most too, because you don't want to let them down. So it's that conversation you want to have with that person. You kind of want to kick it to the side, shove it under the rug, or basically don't tell the truth. You don't want to hurt that person's feeling, but that difficult conversation got to happen to make a strong and solid foundation to move forward. So,
and again, like I said, allowing people to feel. You have a right, I have a right, he has a right to feel the way he wants to feel, no matter how messed up you think it is. And we have a tendency of not allowing people to feel. Give you an example. You're in a relationship now, but you may still have feelings for your ex, or something may have happened to your ex or someone in their family and it affected you. But now your current, boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife is saying, why you feeling like that? You with me now. You should have no feelings for them. That's not true. You can't beat feelings out of people. You should allow people to feel and be there for that person in that time. I can use us in a lot of these stories. We're gonna relate to us because just to show you that real life happens. When me and my husband first got together, we were both coming out of long-term relationships, and a lot of things still was hurting him. I had to be there for him while he was still crying. He had to be there for me while I was still crying. And a lot of times you don't get that from a person. You like, if you me now, you shouldn't be worrying. You with me now, you shouldn't be worrying about that. Right. We moving forward, but that's so not true. It's so far from the truth. I remember it was a point in time where his ex-mom died, and I could tell that it was bothering him, but I could also tell that he didn't want to say anything about it. So the type of woman that I am, I went to him and was like, look, babe, you was with this woman for 20 years.
Difficult conversation.
That is 2 decades. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's okay if this is bothering you. Please let me be there for you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And it's those type of times and those type of conversations. And most people will be like, oh, couldn't be me. Be put in that situation. Yeah. And then tap back in with me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It was me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that began to make my husband and allow my husband to be more vulnerable and naked with me. And I don't mean physically naked. I mean to be able to open up more with me, because I know we all know how hard it is to get through that barrier with a man. They're so strong. They're taught to, protect and to provide. They're not taught to, be vulnerable and have emotions and things of that nature. So I think that really opened up a door for me and him both, to be able to be open with each other. What you think?
Yeah, being vulnerable, like for a man, it's not something that's taught. That's just what God put in man. Right. All men are vulnerable, not boys, but men. When you become a man, you gotta understand the vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually, hit that head on, and get over it, because being vulnerable allows you to be yourself. It allows you to take that weight off your shoulders and actually express how you really feel, right. And expressing how you really feel as a man, actually sets the tone for a boy, what I'm saying, trying to become a man, so hit that head on and actually, admit to it. I say all the time, you're not a real man until you can say that you admit to all. Right. I've been a player. I've been all that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a player, that's cool. That's fine. But real men don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you're a real man, you ain't gotta lie. So I just use that narrative to the fullest. So.
That's what's up, babe. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
and I think it's just so important to me, this podcast as well, because I lived my life up to other people's expectations for a long time. Believe it or not, it's a lot of people that know me and they look at me and they say, man, your confidence is everything. Like, you walk in a room, you don't have to say a thing. Like, and people approach me everywhere I go. People I don't know, they tell me how powerful I am and stuff like that, not even knowing that I wasn't this lady 5 or 6 years ago. I was living up to what my dad wanted me to be, what the church wanted me to be, trying to be the best mom, trying to be what I needed to be, for myself in the world. And man, it began to pull me to and fro, like, and to the point where I almost lost my mind, y'all. And when you get to that point, I think that's where you learn peace and where sense of peace come from. Because at that point, I was like, man, look, I can lose everything in my life. Just don't let me lose April, right? And so that's when I really started to concentrate on myself. And growing up African American, where I'm from, I'm just a little girl from Oak Cliff, trying to make it. Shout out Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Baby. But, growing up where I'm from, we wasn't taught mental health. You get what I'm saying? We grew up just, you kind of had to take that. We had to be strong, right? Your parents said something to you. I know everybody got a story to where, you and your cousins all got in trouble. Everybody got a whooping, but you really didn't do it. Yep. But you better not say nothing right then. But I bet when you got grown, you like, mama, you remember that time you whooped us? It wasn't even me who did it.
One band, one sound.
You know what I'm saying? One band, but with that being said, we wasn't allowed to express ourselves and what we were going through in lives and how we felt. So with that, the little girl kind of just hid inside of us. The little boy kind of just hid inside of you. And that's why a lot of us as adults right now are dealing with mental health and mental problems. So I just want to be an advocate for that. I want to let you know that everybody has a story. I have a story. He has a story. You have a story. And somebody needs to hear your story because it's going to help someone out there, right? So I just want you to know this is a safe space. There's no wrong answer. There's absolutely no bullying, bashing, or negativity on her. I'm all for positivity. Okay, you will be banned and barred. I don't have a problem. You get what I'm saying? So, that's what I want for this. I want to know your expectations. I want to know topics that you guys are scared to talk about. This Aries and the both of us. Oh, we both Aries. If you know about the Aries, we straight shooters. Okay. So with that being said, the Aries inside of both of us is going to be transparent. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. Will I speak on and give you an example of things in which I've been through? Absolutely. And if I haven't been through your current situation, baby, I promise you I can refer you to somebody who can. But I can't stand nobody trying to give somebody advice and you haven't been through that.
Thank you.
No, I can't stand it. It's like trying to give a crackhead advice and I ain't never gave crack. I ain't never did crack. Like it don't math. Math has to math. Right? So I want you to share your stories with your name anonymously or whatever. We'll get on here and talk about the topic. And we don't have a problem with talking about our life stories as well. So you want to...
We're going to definitely leave you with some information. We got a Facebook. We got an email. You're more than welcome to hit us up on Facebook or email and actually, give us that information, tap in with us. That way, each show, it could be about you as well, be transparent, and that's what we want, because we're going to be transparent with you.
We also want to interview people too. Right. If you open to coming up to the studio for an interview, we're open to having you here. But again, you can be as anonymous as you want to be as well. If you don't want to say your name, if you don't want us to, speak anything about you, but just talk on the topic of your personal situation, we'll definitely be happy to do that. So I guess, baby, we can give them the story about how we really met and got together. That's as transparent as it can be so that people can know why this podcast is so important to us.
And why they call us a power couple.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, when me and Yellowbone met, guys, I'm trying to make it so y'all can see my girl sign. Y'all see that? And don't play with her, okay? Make sure y'all tap in. So anyway, when me and my husband met, and again, we won't say names about our exes or anything like that to protect confidentiality and things like that. But I was in another relationship with the female, and my husband was in a relationship as well. When I first met him, we was just friends, y'all. Like, that's it. I used to have a turn up Friday in my house. Everybody used to come over and play cards and dominoes and things like that. Well, I'm a real motivational person. I'm a woman's woman. I have a women's motivational group. I'm a motivational speaker. I speak. So I really believe that my God-given gift is to pour into people. And I'm most fulfilled when I'm doing so. I just need to remember when to fill my cup back up sometimes. But anywho, when I met him, he was just my friend. And, I would send out motivational texts. It's April. I send out motivational texts or whatever. But when I'm going through, I tend to isolate myself, which is not always the best idea, right? But that's how I do it. And I think I was sending him texts or something, and then those texts stopped. And so he hit me up and was like, "Hey, I need them texts to, keep on coming in. I need them to
It
get
was
through my morning."
motivation.
And I think it went from those texts to me and him figuring out we're both Aries. We got the same initials. Both our parents was born in the same time and all of this. So we begin to have deeper conversations, and it went from just those motivational things to booze and this and this and this. So I told y'all I was in a relationship with a girl, and at that time, me and my girlfriend at the time, we wanted to have a baby. And since Yella was our friend, we asked him, would he help us in that area? And not only that, I had an older daughter in which her real father wasn't in her life, that was really going through at this particular time about not having her real dad in her life. So we also spoke with him about helping in that area. Yeah. So anyway,
that's something that I can relate to, because I didn't have a father growing up as well. So I really cling to, her daughter, and she's 22, and I've been taking care of her since she was 9 years old.
Go DJ. So, that's my boy. It take a strong man to take care of somebody else's child like it's his. Okay, don't you ladies forget that. And so, me and him, we began to talk, and now we creeping on the side. We supposed to be trying to have a baby, in which the girlfriend knew, but being transparent, we started seeing each other, on the side in times in which we weren't supposed to, but it is what it is, right? And so we began to see that we had so much stuff in common. Like I told y'all, we both Aries. I'm April the 6th, he April the 10th. We got the same initials. Our mama's born at the same time. Our daddies, like, it's just like surreal. And I began to talk to him and tell him how my lifestyle had been bothering me for years. Like, nothing against my LGBT community, man. I love y'all. I got family and all of that. But my story is my story and yours is yours. So with that being said, my life had been bothering me for a long, long time anyway. And I already knew the desires of my heart, which is I wanted to be married to a man with the white picket fence and have more kids. I had one daughter. I didn't want her to be by herself, So I had an old friend call me, y'all, and she said, April, God said, if you don't change your life, he going to start shaking up stuff in your life. And me and his friend hadn't talked in over like 15 years. So, I'm like, what?
Right there.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I was like, I didn't know she had the best intentions for me. I didn't know. But, when you know the word, right? So, I went and prayed. That's what I do. Look, God is ahead of my life. I don't know who y'all believe in, but I went and prayed. And I'm like, look, God, if you want me to change my life, then you gonna send me a man that got this, this, and this, that's doing this, this, and this, that can satisfy me like this, and this, that's handling me sexually like this, and this. I mean, I was all the way specific. Y'all wouldn't believe that God showed me this man's face. But what we do when we ask for a sign, y'all, and God give it to you, is that the sign?
Real shit.
Because it came so fast, y'all. It scared the hell out of me. And then I began to question myself, like, this can't be my man. He with somebody else. I'm with somebody else. God, how you telling me this my man? Like, no, ain't no way. And then I'm the type of woman that never want to be the cause of another woman's pain. That's not how I get down. That's not my stilo. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, can't be. And so, I mean, long story short, we let this go on for years and years and years and years and years until God pushed me out of that relationship. You get what I'm saying? But I can say that I'm the happiest that I have ever been. We go through the things that we go through, but because we are best friends and we are so transparent with each other, and when I mean transparent, I mean hop in my inbox and see how fast my husband knows. You get what I'm saying? Like, baby, this dude in my inbox, you want to block him? Like, so transparent, like, baby, he coming out the gas station, baby, that girl in there just tried to holler at me. And I'm like, baby, she cute or what?
Yeah.
I need to go back. I need to go back in there and get her, babe, but she wasn't popping like that. You get what I'm saying?
And let's be transparent too about us being best friends. Yeah, we messed around. We wasn't supposed to. However, both of our relationships didn't end because we were messing around with each other.
Right.
So we actually maintained that friendship. We didn't become a couple until both our situations was over with. and that right there, uh, meant everything, because if we're gonna move forward, I'm telling this lady, hey, I'm looking for a woman that be my best friend that has this, and that, you know. And April like, okay, and I'm looking all over top of her head and everything, and she right there in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, this man bought me a business when we wasn't even together. So that's, I mean, like,
I seen something. Like when I first met her,
I
I
mean,
s-
you said they y'all ass in the music.
yeah,
yes, like
I seen something in
that
her.
t-shirt shop that we had, I had a boutique in there, a Like a Boss boutique. I always been on some boss shit, right? And so Like a Boss boutique, and I've never had nobody to just put me on. In every relationship that I've been in, I've been the main, breadwinner, or the person that put somebody on. So I've never had nobody to put me on. I was that strong black woman, that single, black mother, young, and the statistics. So I'm out here trying to get it, and he really helped me tap into that South girl. I'm still a real, word on the inside, but he helped me tap into that girl side. I think I had to learn how to, let you be a man, right?
Oh yeah, you had to learn to accept the man. Is what it was, and play that position. That I'm the king, she's the queen. I mean, and we make an incredible couple. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, just coming from being so strong, it's a lot of us out here that were single parents. We didn't have no other choice but to get out here and get it and things like that. So when you meet your person, it kind of moves that strong out the way and creates that safe space. I didn't have to be so strong. I didn't have to do everything by myself. And I think that's what he made me realize, because I was still out here trying to get in. He like, look, I'm the man. You need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even some ways I was talking to him, because man, I get mad. This voice can get a little deep and go a little. I mean, this tongue is crazy. You hear me? Like,
Yeah.
I love words. Like, a word game is nothing. Nobody ever want to play with me.
Yeah,
You know.
women they talk, but when they get talking out the side of their neck, you know what I'm saying? We got to handle that.
But what y'all don't know is too, like, that kind of calm us down a little bit. If we're not too mad, right, women in my line, like, when you talking your shit and your husband coming there and tell you, man, you better sit down. Like, sometimes you be like, okay, daddy.
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes, if you too mad, you turn into that man, that you was gonna turn into. What about you, baby? Your side of
Y'all gotta come in.
how we get together.
I appreciate you, Gutter Mine.
Thank you, Gutter Mine, DJ Gutter
You get
Mine.
your thing on the ones and twos. I like that.
Man,
my daughter holler at you for our next performance.
My daughter say, Mama, he is doing his thing on that DJ table, man. I tried to speak to you, Gutter Mine. I don't know if you remember me from the shop, you know what I'm saying? But we still here, Miss Amazon. Shout out to me, and we'll be back to perform again, y'all.
Shouts out to Gorilla DJs.
Man said DJ Willie B, DJ Gutter Mine. Y'all, shout out to them. Yeah, we all family around here. We are all family. That's the artist part of me, y'all. I'm the realtor to that rap. Y'all want to know those handles, y'all can get those handles too and stuff like that. But again, this first episode, y'all, we just want to tap in with y'all, tell y'all what we were all about, let you know where we were located. What's up, Dallas? With a big D. You get what I'm saying? But you could tap in from anywhere in the world. You get what I'm saying? This is live, raw conversation. We could talk about anything that you want to talk about with no judgment. Again, if you scared to talk about it, or don't feel comfortable talking about it, your girl April is a straight shooter. I'm gonna get out here and call it like I see it. Me and Bae gonna get down to the bottom of some shit, right?
Yeah, all the way through.
We're gonna get down through there.
Through there.
You know what I'm saying? So, anything else you want to speak on, baby, before we let them go?
Nah, just give them the information and tap back in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing it again on 2 weeks from now.
Yes, every other Wednesday right now. I'm gonna try to get on every Wednesday, y'all. But with everything we have on our plate right now, we're just trying to put everything in order. So right now, every other Wednesday, you can catch us right here with Shay Trendy and Connecting the Dots on Totally Transparent Podcast. Coach April Cook and Yellow Bone. Yellow Bone.
Yeah.
Coach April Cook in Yellow Bone. Like I said, it's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget to highlight or send this to 5 people for me. Everybody on here, just tag 5 people. We need y'all support so we can get Dallas jumping. We already been in the scenes. I am proud of Dallas with the music. Like we on the radio. Everybody coming up with the podcast, with the shows. Look, y'all. I see y'all, and I hope that y'all see me. Y'all make sure y'all follow our page, Totally Transparent Podcast. So Totally Transparent One Podcast 101. That's the Facebook page and Instagram. The email is totally transparent 101 at gmail.com. You have any titles you want to send us, topics you want to send us, you want to come in for an interview, book us so we can have you down and we can tell your story too, right? All right. I'll see y'all later, man. It was good talking to y'all.
Peace out. Totally transparent.
Peace. TTP. Let
Yeah.
go.
Can you be my coach?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a life coach too. I'm a life coach. I'm a rapper. I
Y'all
say that.
muted.
Look, yeah, I'm a life coach for real and a business coach. I'm a great starter. I need a finisher on my team. So like I can get anything jumping. It's the finishing, but I would love to be your life coach, whatever.